today, let's start with chapter number 8, Coding in Scratch 3.0. Now in this chapter, we will start with Scratch, different blocks and block shapes I will tell you in this chapter. So we have learned how to draw simple figures, move the sprite, add sound and change the sprite look in our previous class. This chapter will teach you how to add backdrops, multiple sprites, event-based programming and other related blocks to make a small game. So, Scratch software introduces some basic programming concept in an interactive map. So, we can say that Scratch 3.0, it is a simple, fun-based visual programming language designed by lifelong kindergarten group at MIT, that is Manchester Institute of Technology, right? So, such Scratch projects are made up of sprites. We can choose our sprite to be an animal, a person as food, and we can change how a sprite looks by giving it a different costume, right? So, we can use an image as sprite, an image drawn in the Paint editor, image uploaded from a computer or image dragged from a library. So, we can give instruction to a sprite telling it to move or interact with sprite. To tell a sprite what to do, snap together the given blocks into stacks, which is called code or program. We can just drag and drop. What you will do, you will drag it and drop it where you want to drop, right? So, next is let's study about different blocks and block shapes that I will show you in the Scratch window. So, first of all, let's open the Scratch window first. You will go to Start button and then you can search over here Scratch. So like this, our Scratch window will appear on the screen. Like this. What is this? This is your Scratch 3.0. Now let's study about blocks and shapes. These are the different types of blocks. Blocks are color coded by category. They are 9 blocks. There are 9 blocks category. We have motion block, looks block, sound block, event block. So what is motion block? It's define the movement of the sprite. Then we have looks block, change the appearance and costume of the sprites. Right, sound, it controls playback and volume of audio file and musical notes. Then we have event block, they are used to control events and triggering the program. Next is control block, they control the execution of program which is based on predefined event. Then we have sensing block which interact with themselves, and then we have operator block, it performs mathematical function within the project, right? So then we have variable which is used to store data, like we have name in the project. Next is my block which is used to create our own block. When we have to create our own block, then we will use this block, that is my block, right? Next is types of block shape. Let's study about the different types of block shape. I will tell you one by one. First is well clicked. This is hat block. They are used to start every script, right? They have rounded top, bump at the bottom, and we can place only other blocks any below them. Then we have start blocks. They are used to perform main commands. These blocks have a notch at the top and the bump at the bottom. Next is Boolean blocks. They are used in condition that are either true or false. These blocks are hexagonal shape. They can fit in number, like inputs too. Then we have reporter block. They are used to hold values. In which form? In a form of numbers, right? And these blocks have rounded edges. Then we have Then we have C block. So they are known as wrap blocks which have shape of C, alphabet, like this you can say. Its shape is of the alphabet C, which have top, that is notch, and it is a bump in the bottom. Then we have cap block. It is used to end the script. These blocks have a notch at the top and flat at the bottom. We cannot place any block below them. Now next is adding a new sprite. So for that, Cat is default sprite which is present on the stage in Sketch software. We can create a new sprite or import more sprite from the library in our projects. So Sketch provides 4 different options for adding sprite. What are these? For creating stories, we may need more than one sprite, and these options are accessed through the Choose a Sprite button, which is present at the bottom of the stage. Next, we have choosing new sprites from library. When you want to choose the new sprite from the library, so click on Choose a Sprite button. Click on Choose a Sprite option, then choose a sprite window. Whatever window you want to choose, you can choose. Now select a category for the sprites. Whichever category you want to choose, you can choose from this, right? Next is this new sprite is added to the sprite list and is all displayed over there. So drag the sprite on the desired place of the stage. Now painting a new sprite. When you want to paint a new sprite, how you will paint? You will click on Choose a Sprite button, click on Paint option. One costume tab will appear over there, right? From here, how you will do? You will choose a sprite from here. Right? You can choose a sprite from here. Like this, we have choose guitar and you can place it over here. Like this, you can choose a sprite from here. Like we have choose guitar sprite, you can choose. Next is click on the drawing toolbar, draw the sprite on the canvas. We can use different color and apply range of special effects, and the new sprite is added, that is sprite 2, right? Then click on the code tab to return the program, drag the sprite to the desired place. Wherever you want to take it, you can drag it. It's your wish, right? Next is uploading sprite. Follow the below steps to upload any image as sprite from the file stored in the computer. So you have to choose the sprite button, right? You will go to the sprite button and then you will click on upload sprite option, right? You will go to upload sprite option, navigate the file we want to upload from the sprite, and then you will click open, right? So like this, you can take the any, like we have taken this. Like this, you can choose any sprite of your choice. Next is a new sprite is added. We can use the size option to grow or shrink. If you want to shrink it, if you want to grow it, you can do it. And then drag a new sprite desired place on the stage. Wherever you want to try, you can try. Now changing the costume. Now you want to change the costume of the sprite. So for that, we can change the look of sprite by giving it a different costume. It can have one or more costume, allowing it to change the appearance. What you can do is more than one costume also, so that you can change the appearance of the program. When the costume of sprite changes continuously, it gives the illusion of movement called as animation. The sprite must have at least one costume. Means the target is default one, and two different costume you can choose over here. Next is follow the steps. Now, how you will change that costume? I will tell you step one by one. So for that, click on the costume tab. We will see a better A, better B, better C, better D costume. And then click on better B costume. A new sprite will appear. Now changing the stage backdrop. Now you want to change the stage backdrop. How you will change? So the stage provides canvas upon which sprites are displayed. And you can interact with one another. The stage is 480 units wide and 360 unit high. So the x-axis runs from coordinates 240 to 240, and y-axis from coordinate 180 to 180. Or the middle of the stage is coordinates location is 0/0. Right? Now, by displaying xy coordinate position, by default the background of the stage is white and we can change. If you want to change the look of the background, you can also change the look of the background. From the image, this option there will be shown the option of this image, you can change the backdrop. Now choosing a backdrop from the library. Now you want to choose the backdrop from the library. So you will click on choose a backdrop button, click on choose backdrop option. Select the category. We are by default, all is selected. It's your choice, you want to select which category. Now click and add the background. Like this, new background is added to the stage right behind the character. Next is event-based programming. What is event-based programming? A block stack is nothing but a program code or script. Event is an action or occurrence detected by a program. So events can be user action, like it can be a clicking of the mouse button or pressing of a key or system occurrence. If you are running out of memory also, it is also an event-based program. So a programming in which flow of program execution is determined by the event is known as event-based program. Block is an event-based block and the block triggers the particular blocks of codes, right? So for that, how you will choose it? So you have to go to program so that you can easily execute that program. Now I will tell you the different steps of this sprite that will help in the clicking of the particular keys. So for that, click on the code tab, click the event button, select when pressed, right? And you have to drag it to the coded area also. Now click on down arrow button, right? And then click on a particular key you want to choose. Now when we press this key on the keyboard, the sprite will move. Click on motion button. Select set rotation style. Whatever type of rotation you want to set, you can set over here. Right? Then you will click on down arrow button, select the rotation style. In this example, we have choose all around. Next is select the point in direction 90, right? And then click on white box. Set the direction by rotating arrow. A sprite direction value controls in which direction it will rotate. It will only control it. In which direction it will move, it will done with the help of this control button. Now select the move 10 step. Now you have to select 10 step, block and drag it to the code area and fix it under previous block. Now what you will do, you will click on the looks button, select next costume block and drag it to folded area and fix it under the previous loop. So by using this step 1 to 50, you will create 3 or more script with different keys, right? Next is the program is ready. It's time to check the codes. Press the arrow keys on the keyboard and we will see the different position of the codes that we have written. Next is forever block. It is the control blocks that helps to run execution of blocks inside them, right? A loop is set when same set of blocks are executed repeatedly. So when we click forever block, the blocks held inside this block get executed in a loop. And that loop never ends until the stop button is clicked, right? This is forever block and behavior of the forever loop. Next is saving a project. Now we want to save the project, how you will save it. So for that, a project includes all the sprites, scripts and background, right? So follow the steps to save the project. So for that, click on the file menu, click on save to your computer and a dialog box will appear and you can save the project. It's your choice. You will write a name, whatever name you want to give to the file, you will write and fourth step is you will save it and your file will be saved over there. This was all about Scratch 3.0. Hope you understood. Now we will meet in the next class. That's all for today. Thank you.